Guys, my name is Chloe, and in this video we're going to break down exactly what a high converting funnel actually looks like. So this funnel specifically is for a high ticket coaching offer. So if you're a coach or you're selling a course or whatever, this is the type of funnel you want to use in order for you to get more leads for your coaching or whatever it is that you're selling. But this is specifically for a high ticket offer where you know that the person is going to be spending a lot of money to invest in what you're offering. So before I get into the video, I want to give you a little bit of background on me. I have a web design agency that focuses on high converting landing pages and funnels, but we also send traffic to the high converting landing page and funnel. So I'm building funnels a lot of the time for my own clients and for my own business. So my point is just, I know what's up. Before I dive into this funnel, I just want to let you guys know that I got this video idea from a guy called Alexi, so I'll link him down below if you want to see the original video. But I'm just going to be giving my own personal insights and let you guys know where I think he missed things. But let's get into the actual funnel. So this funnel specifically is the funnel that Brez Scales has, and Brez Scales is generating over $700,000 per month, which is an insane figure. The main thing that I want to communicate is that his funnel works, which is why I'm showing you his funnel so that you can use it and apply it to your offer. So let's get straight into the funnel. First off, we have traffic. Now this is split into two parts. We have organic traffic and we have paid traffic. So Brez utilizes every way that you can possibly get traffic. Firstly, we have his organic traffic that's coming from his Instagram, his TikTok, his Twitter, and his YouTube. And we're going to break down this first. So with organic traffic, he has his flashy content on his Instagram, his TikTok, and his Twitter, and this is just to go viral. The main purpose of having this flashy content is to inspire other people and go viral. It's an easy thing to go viral with. So his Instagram and all the other like short form content platforms, the content he posts there is like viral content. So flashy lifestyle, his Porsche, whatever. So he's establishing authority by having this type of content because people see, okay, this guy must be making money doing what he's coaching me because he's got a Porsche on his Instagram. So that's basically what he's doing, posting flashy, quick content. He's showcasing his lifestyle. This is, again, social proof because it's telling people, okay, this guy's making money. I want to make money. Let me invest in his course or his program. And it's basically the same for all of this. He's got insane reach on all of the platforms, all of his short form platforms. So it's like 250k views average. And this is where people are getting a short introduction of who he is, but it's only for like 30 seconds. So people are not necessarily going to convert after 30 seconds. It usually takes people a lot longer to actually convert and buy something from you or buy your course. Because when someone gets to know you for 30 seconds, they're not necessarily sold on you. They want to trust you. They want to learn more about you. And that's why his YouTube is such an important part of this funnel, because this is where he is nurturing his audience. The people who are coming from Instagram and want to know a little bit more about him can go to his YouTube, or people can go from his YouTube to his Instagram. Either way, there's an interconnection between these two platforms where the one is the flashy content, and then on his YouTube, it's more for connection and nurturing his audience. Because here is where people are spending hours watching his videos, learning to like him, learning to trust him, and therefore are more willing to buy his program. And if you go look at the length of his videos, they're often over 20 minutes. So he's getting a lot of contact with his ICP, which is great. So this is giving people an in-depth view of his lifestyle. So the top of funnel is flashy lifestyle content. The bottom of his funnel is he's actually educating a little bit more on what he does. So this is building more trust with longer hours of watch time, and it's giving you an in-depth view of who he is. So people will often go from Instagram to his YouTube and get nurtured from YouTube, and then it will be easier for him to sell this course because people have seen him do it on his YouTube. And then also he's sending traffic from his YouTube to his Instagram. So like I said, it's very much interconnected. Then moving on to paid traffic. He's running ads on YouTube, and he's got people clipping his content on Instagram and TikTok. So there's a lot more reach, and he's reaching so many people, especially with the clipping because this is people that are paid to repost his content. So he's just getting a ton of reach and a ton of awareness to his target audience, and then people eventually get to the top of the funnel and go down it. But before I go down that tangent, let's go into the YouTube ads. So the YouTube ads are targeted to people who have already watched his videos, which is a perfect thing to do because people are already aware of who he is. So people know who he is and are more susceptible to this ad that's been posted on YouTube. So he's basically saying in his ad, oh, you've been watching all my lifestyle content, but why haven't you done it? Right? So he's speaking directly to his audience, and it's a very organic type of ad. It kind of feels more trustworthy. There's a clear USP, and then sends you to his landing page where he is going to convert you. Anyways, so he has an ad that sends you directly to his offer, and then he has clippers and he has social proof from the clippers, because also if someone else is posting your content, it's again creating that thing of, if someone else thinks you're so cool, they're posting your content. There's also an essence of social proof in that. So I hope that makes sense. But basically, the two forms of traffic is organic, nurturing his audience, and then there's paid traffic, right? So now all of the content, everything eventually leads to his funnel landing page. So all of the traffic from YouTube, all of the organic traffic, as well as the paid traffic, comes down the funnel into his funnel landing page. And this is where he's going to get his leads. So all of the traffic comes down here, and you're going to turn into a lead essentially. So this is why his approach works, is because he shows the dream outcome. He explains the promise, like, you're going to have this amazing lifestyle that I do. He knows his audience super well. He knows their pain points. He knows the customer journey. He knows the list of problems that people have. He knows what his customer desires. He knows what the gap is and how to overcome it. And he also has a clear USP, details. There's reasons for you to trust him over someone else because of his content. There's benefits and features, deliverables of the product and service. There's a high ticket offer and sales argument. There's customer verticals, there's FAQs, and then there's objections. So he already knows what people would say to not do this and not go ahead with his offer, and he already has answers to those common objections. So knowing this before you start your offer is so important, or before you release your offer is so important, because it's going to translate into your copywriting, the copy on your landing page, how your landing page is structured, what you're saying in your VSL video, the overall messaging that you carry out throughout all your platforms, and the messaging in your content. So knowing your audience super well and doing that market research is so important for you to be able to actually convert the audience into leads and people who want to work with you. So this is the first step if you're trying to sell something to someone, is know who you're selling it to. Then we get people going to his landing page from his Instagram. So Instagram is a little harder to convert. You don't convert people like this on Instagram because they don't trust you yet. They don't know you enough. They haven't had enough interaction with you, right? So on Instagram, he's providing more free value. Here we can see he's offering a free training, and then we have apply with me to scale your brand, and this is his one-on-one course. So the free training is going to take you down here, and you're going to be able to sign up to get the free training. Here again, he's speaking to his ICP, the typical college bro, and he went to six figures as a typical college bro. So he is relating to his audience. He knows who they are, and he's speaking directly to them. So this is for the free course that he's offering, and you put in your details, and then he's going to send the free course to you. And then a salesperson will get in contact with you and say, hey, I saw you wanted to do the free training. What made you interested? Then they can turn you into more of a warm lead this way, because now his team is speaking to you and they have contact with you. But after you've filled out your details and you get the free course, it's going to redirect you to this upsell page with a one-on-one mentoring. So now you've gone through the first stage of interacting with a mini course, and now they're going to upsell you to the one-on-one training. So the exact freelance brand scaling blueprints you can use to get brands to pay you thousands to run ads every month. And this is a shorter VSL. He's straight to the point. He has a very bold offer in this VSL. And then if you then click on this, it's going to take you to the type form, and then you're going to become a warm lead. But if you don't go ahead and fill out the type form, he's basically just going to send you to his email list, and you're going to get nurtured via emails, because he's going to be sending you emails every week, and that's going to be another way to get you back to this page so that you eventually do become a client. So also I want to mention that on his funnel, on his landing page, he has a lot of testimonials. He has a lot of case studies with real people he's worked with. And this is such an awesome way to generate social proof, because if you have real people talking about what you did for them, that is such a good way to market yourself, because someone else is speaking for you. You don't have to do the talking. And when someone else says you're great, it's much better and much more trustworthy than if you're saying you're great, because you know your bias. They don't know if you're lying, but if other people are saying you're great, that's great. So long story short, all of his leads end up here. And if you're coming from YouTube, you're a much more nurtured lead because you've been interacting with his content. So this was when you're coming from Instagram, but if you're coming from YouTube, it takes you straight to this page where you can unlock the mini course. And this VSL is much shorter than the other ones, where he has a very bold claim, a clear call to action, and his audience is way more nurtured. So they're using a different angle from the other VSLs. So he's using a whole different approach with his YouTube audience, because he knows that they've been watching him and they know what he's doing and they know what's up. And then there's also an offer from his YouTube to actually go to his agency that does this and scales ecom brands. So yeah, so his YouTube is also takes you to this landing page, and then you end up also coming back to the type form. So again, everything ends up in the type form so that you apply to work with him for his one-on-one coaching offer. Right, so then if you fill out the type form, you filled it out, a setter will get in touch with you. They will call you to qualify that you're actually going to show up and that you're a good lead. Like if you only have $200 in your bank account, they probably won't follow up with you. Then they book you with a sales team where they have trained salespeople who are going to get you to buy what he's selling, right? Then you go down. So Brez calls his lead in max 2 hours, which gives him a huge edge, because in 2 hours, you're still excited about this. You're a warm lead. And people like to catch you while you're warm, because if a week goes by, you might have forgotten about it and you're no longer interested. So long story short, you get called in max 2 hours. The appointment is booked. And then they make sure that you watch the VSL video, because the more content you consume before the actual sales video, the more likely it is that they're going to be able to close you easy. Otherwise, they're going to have to explain everything to you. It's going to be a harder sell. So they make sure you have as much information as possible before the call. So this is the pre-call flow. The call gets booked. A VSL is sent to you on WhatsApp, which is improving the show-up rate because you're hyped and excited and whatnot. And then a group is created with the setter and the closer and you, the lead, right? Then they're going to ask for confirmation that you're going to show up to the call 24 hours prior, so they're holding you accountable. Then 6 hours prior, again, making sure that you're going to show up. Then 3 hours before, 1 hour before, and even 5 minutes before. So there are so many reminders so that you show up to this damn call. Then 5 minutes before, you get sent the link to the call, and then they close you. If they don't close you, it's crazy. You might even guess what happens. But if you don't show up, they're going to follow up every single day for a week and ask, are you still coming? Do you want to reschedule? Why are you not interested anymore? And they're going to try to get you back into showing up. So in the case that you did show up to the call, but they weren't able to close you because you maybe didn't have enough money, then they're going to keep you warm by inviting you to a WhatsApp group or sending you exclusive free resources. Just so you constantly have them top of mind, so that when you do have the money, you're more susceptible to restarting the offer or going on a sales call again, so that they can actually close you. And all of this is tracked on a spreadsheet or on a content management system. so that they can see exactly what leads show, who pays, who doesn't show, who do we need to target a little bit to nurture more before they do close. So it's a very, very, very well set up system. And this is how you're selling a high ticket offer. This is what goes on behind a high ticket offer. So just to recap, we have to have content, whether that's organic and paid. You have to have organic content because that's where trust is built. And then you need to nurture your leads. And then you can also have paid traffic. And then all the leads come to the landing page or the funnel. They enter the funnel, whether it's with a short course or directly to the one-on-one program, and everyone ends up by the type form. And then you get on a sales call and they close you. And even if they don't close you, they're going to keep in touch with you until they do close you. So this is how a high converting funnel works. If this video was valuable to you at all, please like the video. And if you think this is too complicated and you want someone to do it for you, then please contact me. My agency's link is in the description. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.